What's up, everybody? Sloppy Joe here. So I'm going to do a quick update. Looking back through some of my videos, I've noticed that one of the popular ones I've done in the past was my Vostok Amfibia watch review. So I decided I'm going to do a follow-up because I've owned these now for a couple years, I believe. This black watch I got, this is my first watch. I ordered this from directly from Russia. I believe it was $75 shipped. And I've had this, I want to say 2.5 years. And then the silver and blue one with the metal bracelet, I've had this one now for, I believe, 2 years now. Maybe actually, you know what? It's probably been about maybe 2.5 years for this guy and 2 years for this one. I know I got this one about 6 months after this guy. And I got this one in Ukraine, in Odessa, while visiting my wife's family. And that was early summer 2 years ago. So yeah, so this one's probably 2 years and a couple months, and this one is 2.5 years thereabouts. So I want to do a quick update and do we'll say a used long-term review, because when I first initially reviewed these, I had only owned them for a couple months. So I wanted to do an update. This watch here. This has been my everyday watch. I wear this every single day to work, and I don't sit in an office. I'm out seeing customers and clients all day long, and I wear this watch every day for work. And as you can see, it's held up very well. The stainless steel bracelet, I thought initially, and I think I said this in my first video, I believed that it would have broken or failed major by now, and it hasn't. It's actually held up very well. I haven't cleaned it up or polished it or done anything with any of the links. You can see they're all still fairly shiny, as well as the case itself. You can see it's still very shiny, not a lot of blemishes or scratches. The only thing that's really taken any abuse is the crystal. It's made out of mineral glass, so it does scratch and scuff fairly easily. And I don't think the camera will pick it up, but it does have some light scratching and scuffing on it. And when it gets really bad, or if I happen to scratch it against something or drop it like I have, I've dropped this a few times, pretty good knocks. Either I will take it to, there's a local jeweler who is a Russian guy, and he knows the watches, and a couple times when I've dropped this or hit it really hard, I've taken it in, just said, hey, can you take a look at it, make sure I haven't messed anything up? And luckily I haven't broken anything, and when the crystal gets really scuffed up, he just polishes it for me, and that's it. And it just keeps on trucking on. It is not set to the current date because I have not worn it, I think, for a week and a half. Today was the first day I wore this because I'm back to work. I was on vacation. And I just haven't set the date because if you recall, to set the date, you've got to wind the watch from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock and then back to 9. And then when you click back over at midnight, it clicks over the date. And you just have to go 9 to 3, 9 to 3, 9 to 3, and just keep doing that. So tonight I'll set the date before the morning, so it's correct. This watch, my first watch, is to the correct date because I wore this while on vacation. And I wear this typically on weekends. If I get home from work and we go out someplace, especially during summer, I like the rubber strap for just getting out and about. It doesn't really stick or cling to the skin as much as the stainless does. So, but other than that, as you can see, it's got a little bit of scuffs and scratches on the crystal, but the case itself is in great shape. It's held up well. This is kind of my outdoor watch. When we're up in the mountains, I wear this when we're skiing, when I go shooting in the hills, things like that. This is just kind of my utility outdoor watch, and this one I just kind of wear every day for work. And I can report back and say that they've both been perfect. No major breakages, no major issues. Just they've been carefree, totally working watches. I would have expected, like I said, I would have expected this stainless steel bracelet to have broke, because it feels a little chintzy, but it's been fine. It's held up well. So that's been great. I know when I go to the gym every day, I take it off, I go like this, and I slide it into the locker, and after a long time of doing that, you can see it's shown very little wear and tear. Very robust, well-built, cheap, fully automatic watches. To date, I want to say, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember now because I don't even think about it really anymore. I believe this watch still runs about a minute slow per 24-hour period, and this one runs about a minute fast in a 24-hour period, give or take. And I've noticed that as I've used them, the time that they ran fast or slow has reduced a little bit the more I've wound them and worn them and all that. So they seem to have settled into a pretty constant 1 minute fast, 1 minute slow, if I remember correctly. It might be vice versa. But other than that, the biggest thing is, that 1 minute fast or slow. But every day I just I wind them, and I think once a week I set the time on them. I just go through the week wearing them. They wind themselves. That's great. And then I wind them, or I try to remember to wind them. This one Friday night, and I put it away and I don't wear it. And then I wear this one. And then this one, I always forget to wind in the middle of the week. So by the time Friday night or Saturday rolls around and I'm going out to a car show or going shooting, I have to rewind it, set the date, etc., which is kind of a pain, but it is what it is. So I can report on, as far as usage for water, this one, the Black Watch, has been to Hawaii and back. It's been to Southern California and back. I've surfed in this watch. I have swam in it in freshwater, salt water, and it has been fine. No leaks, no issues, nothing like that. This watch I use every day, and living in Seattle, it has been rained on plenty. I have swam in it. I have used it in the ocean or in salt water. I've swam in it in fresh water, and as you can see, it's fine. So for my general usage, they've both been bulletproof. I've had zero issues to report, and just in general, nothing. They've been great watches. For the money, for $75 for a fully automatic watch, and something that is different. Only one person has ever recognized that it's a Vostok, and that was in one of my local gun shops. I was talking to a guy who had just gotten back from Russia, and he just looked at my wrist and goes, "Oh, you're wearing a Vostok. That's cool." So, but other than that, they don't stand out. They're not gaudy. They don't jump out, which is kind of nice. They're just a nice utilitarian watch that has so far been very robust, very bulletproof. They keep good time. I'm not going to say great time, but they keep very good time. And in general, they're comfortable to wear. They're not overly huge. They're not overly thick. They're just, for $75, you can't go wrong. I've had no issues. In fact, I bought my father for Christmas. This past Christmas, I got him one of the Vostok Komadersky battery-powered watches. and he wears that every day, and he likes it a lot. It's something different, and like me, he likes watches, but has never really bought a nice watch to wear. So for him, having a $120 watch, he will wear it every day and be happy just to have a nice watch that's something a little bit different. So yeah. Anyways, great watches. I'm at some point I'll buy a third or a fourth, but I just haven't because I kind of expected some issues to pop up with these, and I haven't had any. So I've had no need to replace them, replace parts, or even really think about buying any extra watches just to have in case of needing spare parts. They've been bulletproof. So I can report and say they've been great. If you're thinking about a budget, fully automatic watch that is different than what most people are going to have, jump on these. Unless, of course, you're boycotting Russia for some reason and what they're doing in Ukraine, which is totally understandable. But beyond that, if that is neither here nor there to you, and you're just you're thinking about a Vostok watch because you've heard about them, seen them, want something different, you can't really go wrong for the price, for what you get. The fact that it is a jeweled, fully automatic watch for $75, you can't beat it. It's a really great value for the money. So that's the update on these. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like, share it with anyone you know, things like that. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to post them, and I will do my best to answer them or get to them. And that's it. Talk to you guys later.